All right, guys, more MGMA data. We're looking at it here at Contract Diagnostics. And if you haven't heard, the 2023 data set is out. And of course, it's based on 2022 data. So remember, all this data is very delayed. In fact, 190,000 physicians were represented in this study. And that sounds like a lot, but it's actually less than 1 in 5 physicians in the US. So again, if we look at the gold standard of compensation data, the MGMA, not even 1 in 5 physicians is represented in the study. So it's a large population, but a lot of people, 800,000 physicians in the US did not take the study or are not represented themselves. Now, I like to think that the super high earners or super low earners and people who are just busy working didn't participate in the study or have their employers participate in the study for any reason. So one of the insights is the gold standard. I feel a lot more people should participate. I think it should be a lot more representative of the physicians in the state. In the country. And out of 950,000 on basic estimates, we should have more than 190,000 people participating in the survey. But regardless, it's the gold standard and it's still a significant number, but it does mean that your specialty may not be represented. Again, it's 2023 data set, which is based on 2022 data. It takes that long to capture the data, to process, to analyze, to package it, and to put it back to the market. So it's not most up-to-date data. If you'd like the most up-to-date data, we have that at Contract Diagnostics. You can hop onto the website, email us, or give us a call, and we can share that with you and tell you how we can do that. So that's one of the stats that we noticed that not a lot of people, I felt, put a piece in the study. We're seeing signing bonuses and commencement bonuses coming back even more, but still not what I thought. I think the study said 43% of physicians have signing bonuses, but then again it said that another 30% had commencement bonuses, and I don't know how many people understand those things, and if the physician taking the survey or the administration taking the survey talks with them differently about that. So a commencement bonus, typically when you commence employment. A signing bonus, of course, paid when you sign the contract. And a lot of contracts say it's a signing bonus, but it's paid on commencement or 90 days within your first paycheck. So again, the nuanced languages, does it mean that a certain percent had signing and a certain percent had commencement and you combine those with people who had upfront compensation? Or does it show that people had a confusion in the language? And that's what I don't know because we don't have all the survey results. But I know on our end, our data is accurate when it comes to a signing or a starting bonus at Contract Diagnostics. Other things we saw, nurse practitioners and PAs, APPs in general, growing in popularity. Their income is going up significantly as well, much more higher than physicians is going, again, when you compare it to the last couple of years. We're seeing staffing challenges for physicians, and we're seeing MGMA start to talk about how to look at that and how to put packages in place for physicians. We're also seeing a lot of data coming out from MGMA about retention. So we do feel that although this year it didn't talk a lot about retention bonuses, that may be an area that they're going to later on, because as we see employers go to ways to retain physicians, because again, you look at burnout, you look at the pending physician shortage, how are employers going to keep physicians on staff? And retention packages, retention committees is mentioned in some of their write-ups as far as what are the things that hospitals should do to put things in place regarding retaining physicians, because it's much easier to give a physician a few $1,000 or tens of thousands of dollars per year than to have someone shift out of the position, recruit, rehire, and retrain a new physician. Estimates are anywhere between $110,000 and $250,000 to replace a departing physician, depending on the specialty, depending on the level of production of the departing physician. Obviously, we saw lots of states that were high, lots that were low. As I mentioned in a previous episode, we saw the Midwest clustered states fairly high. We saw, typical Massachusetts, California, some of the lower ones that were paid, even though their cost of living might be higher. We don't see cost of living adjustments in many contracts. That's a trend I think that we will see. We did talk about physicians and how they know their worth. And that's kind of mentioned in the study, right? That talks about these physicians should know what they're paid, but I don't think that they do because there's all the data and it's just all over the place. So again, if we can help you understand MGMA, if we can show you the MGMA data, or better, our internal data, which is raw, which is real time, which is unbiased, and everybody that we work with is part of the survey. Of course, it's blinded. But our data is very accurate and it's more real time. If you're a hospitalist in Chicago, we've done 5 this month, we can tell you what they're making real time, not what they were making in 2022 or in 2021. So if we can help you with your contract, with your compensation analysis, give us a call. Hop on to contractdiagnostics.com. We're always here to take your call. We love doing this stuff. And any questions, of course, send them in and we'll be sure to answer them on a future episode.